Americans are fed up with bad customer service.
You know,
Buckle up. Can I help you, ma'am? What's that from? Anyways, we're talking about customer service. Hey, welcome. You too. All right, so I'm going to let this gentleman, Aziz Ansari, a really funny comedian, kind of set the tone for this video. And I get both sides of the coins, but I will say customer service is like way out the window. Classic.
one cool thing, after lockdown and everything, a lot of people stood up for themselves in terms of their job. They kind of reassessed their lives and their work life, and they were like, look, man, if you don't pay me right, you don't give me these benefits, I'm gonna leave. And the company's like, all right then, leave. We'll just get other people that aren't as good at the job, and then everything in the world will be a little bit shittier. And that's what it is now, right? Like, everything's just a little bit shittier, like, everywhere. Like, there's never enough people around. Like, everyone's just running around like, it's my first day! Like...
It's funny because it's true. God, that's hilarious. Let's go back over here. This one was sent in by my homie Shape, who's also a YouTuber. This one's kind of trippy shit here, okay? And... it's safe to say, get ready for this, okay? Prep yourselves, because customer service is going to get worse. I know. Isn't that awesome? So this one goes, more New York City restaurants are opening or opting to hire Zoom cashiers from the Philippines. How in this shit? If I pay with cash, no one takes cash anymore. That's the best business practice I've ever heard. I go to pay with cash. They go, we don't take cash. I go, that's very innovating. Smart stuff. That's good business. Of course. How are they supposed to give you change? That's the funniest part. Anyways, they're paying them $3.75
Zoom
an
cashier
hour.
in this New York City restaurant. A new restaurant chain with several locations across the city is deploying hostesses from the Philippines on Zoom to help with checkout. Zoom cashiers working abroad are way cheaper than workers in New York City. The minimum wage in New York is $16 per hour compared to the...
Even here, tonight, things are a little bit shittier. Like, there's just not enough people. You know what I mean? Everything is a little bit shittier, and you know what? We fucking deserve it, because we took all these people for granted, man. They all worked so hard, wasn't getting paid proper, still not getting paid proper, and we just take them for granted. Of course they're getting screwed over. We all know they're getting screwed over, right? Think about it. How can you sell a cheeseburger for 99 cents? How can you do that? If I gave you 99 cents and said, make me a cheeseburger, what the fuck would you do?
Dear...
You know what's hilarious, though? It's one of those things where why would you be extra nice to people who aren't even going to treat you right when you're getting paid like absolute shit? Any of you guys over here? See, I worked in the food industry for a long time. Server, bartender, waiter, whatever you want to call it. Okay, basically I brought food and drinks to people at a table and relied on tips. And I made sure I tried to make them laugh. I tried to make sure they have a great time. Okay. The reason I've been successful in my life is because of customer service. I know. It's a cheat code to life. Don't believe me. We'll talk about it later. But this is where it's going. And this dude nails it on the head. And all of you guys are going to agree with this guy. And this is about the robots. The automated... would you like to use our automated voice system? And the answer is no.
Every single company that still uses that cookie cutter auto reply, we're sorry, we're experiencing a higher than normal volume of calls today. No, you're not. You're not sorry, and you're not experiencing a higher than normal volume of calls. Not in 2024, you're not. What you are experiencing is the result of your short-sighted leadership and their desire to cut the human element out of customer service. I have no sympathy when you all go under.
You know what's hilarious? One time I got so pissed. I was on hold forever, and one of those robots literally said, we're sorry, and we care about you. And I lost my mind, and my boy Taco was with me, and I was like, this fucking robot thinks it cares about me? And it was true. It was really true. Hold on, my little sugar thing's calling me. Hey, I'm filming a video. Let me call you back.
Okay.
All right, bye. But yeah, I mean, seriously though, like I get it. Robots are cool. Nobody wants to do the job anyways. But robots aside, whatever. Okay, they're gonna learn the hard way. They're gonna have to have people answering the phones. They'll find out. They'll figure it out. It's gonna get to a point where it's like that way doesn't work. Like it just won't be able to work. Imagine not having one person there. Like I'm not going to that store. Forget about the self-driving Ubers. Anyways, this one's trippy shit, okay? Because even managers, like this guy right here is a manager, even they don't get paid a lot, and they are told what to do, and they're getting treated like shit. So basically everybody's kind of working for nothing and getting treated like shit, and then it's passed down from generation to generation. And it's awesome. I love it. But this one's about being pregnant. God forbid you want to get pregnant anymore and have a job.
Do you really have a pregnant mother working out in the drive-thru?
Yeah, we only keep people out there for just a little bit.
A pregnant mother in the drive-thru where it's not designed for even people to be in? You guys have sunk to a new low.
Sir, I'm really sorry.
Don't apologize to me. You would put a pregnant mother where cars with no protection? That's just avarice and greed. There's no limit to that level of greed.
I understand what you're saying, and I trust you that we take care of our employees, and that's something we probably need to think about a little bit better. So
nobody in their right mind. We shouldn't have anybody out here. These areas aren't designed for people to stand in.
Yeah,
it's all greed.
Okay.
I understand you may think it's convenient to get more customers through, so we get our food faster.
Sure.
Maybe that was the idea.
Sure.
But you're selling tens of thousands of dollars. What'd your baby do?
717.
Okay. So here's the craziest part. It's not only like, I'm not saying customer service is shit everywhere, but for the most part, a lot of places I go, especially anywhere food related, customer service has been absolute shit. And I'm super easy. Like I'm the easiest guy. I sit down and I'm just like, yeah, I'll take a Sprite and then I'll take the steak, medium rare. Like that's my order. I'm not one of these people who are like half wing, I want half flats, half regular, half sauce, half barbecue, all flats. You know, customizing shit, asking the waiter 30 things. I'm like easy breezy, beautiful cover girl, man. And but here's the fucked up thing is how that lady was pregnant. When you're in that food service industry, not only can my customer service, let's pretend I'm the waiter, be bad to you, but my manager and my boss's energy directed towards me is also shitty. That's the funniest part. How many times have you asked for a manager somewhere? And then the waiter, let's say I'm the waiter, I have to go get the manager. Guess what the manager says to me? Can't you handle it? I go, obviously I can't. That's your job. And I'm not going to yell at this person. Speaking of waiters and waitresses, this one's a perfect example of some lady who got pissed because this server got pissed at her. It's awesome.
Well, This is part one reaction of an employee who did not receive a tip due to the bad customer service and discrimination. She snatched a debit machine out of my hand, as well as she put her hands on me. So y'all let me know who to call because the manager did nothing about it.
Now, look, as somebody who worked in the restaurant business for a decade, I treat everybody the same. Even if I know I'm not getting a tip, I just take it up the ass. But I'm smart with my money. Not everybody's smart with their money. Some people are really relying on this shit. And I hate to be that guy, but people who don't tip, it doesn't matter if the customer service was fantastic or not. I had a black couple one time. Don't take this personal. This is just some people are raised, even Indian people. Even people from France, okay? They're generally white. This has nothing to do with the race. It's usually how they're raised or their culture, okay? Don't take it personal. This is the truth. I worked in the biz forever. I could give them the outstanding service, song and dance. I'm like, I'm literally doing tricks for them. I had a couple once. They go, that was the best service we've ever had. They gave me $5 on a $300 tab. You do the math on that. Any waiter out there, what even 15% on that would be. Way the fuck off. That's not even enough to pay my busboy. Because I have to pay the busboy because my bosses can't pay me. Isn't that funny? Don't you think that's hilarious? Right, guys? Anybody else in here? So I don't want to make it a race thing, but when people aren't, and first of all, a lot of times you get treated like shit in this business. It goes both ways. So like people who aren't getting paid enough, they're not gonna, that's why I don't work in the business anymore. I literally, don't take any offense to this, but I stopped working at restaurants that serve chicken wings. I won't even work anywhere where they serve chicken wings, nothing like that. And this is what I mean by it. The cheaper the product is, the more problems come with the product. Okay, so basically if you type in bad customer service, most of it's going to be places like Walmart, fucking Popeyes, KFC, any fast food restaurant basically. Even when, put it this way, even when I sold products on eBay full time as a reseller, I stopped selling items that were under $50. Because every time I sold something for $20, $15, I had the most issues. People had 100 questions about a $15 fucking item. Or they'd hit me up on a $20 item and be like, yo, can you do $12? I'd go, what the fuck did you just say to me? You know what I would say to people? I'm not kidding you. I would say this. Dude, save your money. You don't need it. It's not worth it. And you know what would happen? A month or two later, they'd come back and buy it in full. Yeah. I couldn't believe it. But that's the truth. Okay? That's just what it is. Don't believe me. Don't fucking believe me. Anyways, this is the classic, right? No respect. Or this guy's probably never worked in customer service. But this is the classic where somebody just walks into your establishment like a minute or two before you guys close, demanding service. And just so you guys know, in most states, you have the right to refuse service to anybody for any reason. But you would know that if you worked in customer service. Anyways, let's let this guy do his thing.
I came in at 8:30. What's gonna happen?
I came in at 8:29.
You did not serve our system.
Two things I could never wrap my head around in the service industry. The entitlement and the audacity. 1 minute before close? Really? Really?
People are out here.
It's a real thing, man. I've dealt with it so many times. Luckily, I never worked. Stopped working at low-level places. I only worked at places where it's like not corporate, higher end. Not higher end, like too high end, but you don't really have like too many assholes like that coming in. No offense to that guy. Maybe he's a cool dude. Maybe. Possibly. I don't know. Probably not. But that's the truth. And you know, in today's, this is important right here. I want to end on like a note that hopefully we could all take home with us. Shit's hard out here for a lot of people. Most of us. It's difficult. Life's already hard. So I think this guy's got a valid point. And I already treat people this way. It might seem like I'm talking a lot of shit, but I'm not actually talking to you. Remember that. It might feel that way because I have excellent customer service. But really, this is just a camera. You're nothing more than a camera to me. That didn't feel nice, did it? Anyways.
Here, walking around, hanging on by literally a thread. Be kind to everyone you encounter. Be genuine and gentle as well.
He's got a point. You know why? Speaking of low-level establishments, Church's Chicken employee killed after an argument with a drive-thru customer. Where's my 2-piece and a biscuit, bitch? No gravy? You're dead. I know. I thought this was a bullshit story, but it's actually real. It's classic. I know. Like, imagine working, like your life isn't hard enough. Now you're dead. Actually, it might have did the person a favor, honestly. I'm just kidding. That was a really bad joke. My bad. I'm just joking around. But I think this is a cheat code to life right here. And this is something I always practice in my life. And that's why I've had a fairly easy life. Not that easy. I've had my struggles. Oh, shit ain't always sweet. Just say that. But this is something that I agree with wholeheartedly. And this is a cheat code to getting ahead in life. What this lady's got to say.
Especially in an economy where the value of your dollar keeps going down, 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 which if you understand basic economics means the price of everything else continues to go up, up, up. So not only are people paying more money for service, but they're getting worse service than they used to get before. So if you look at the flip side of this, as a business owner, literally the easiest way that you can make your business stand out is just ensuring that you still have good customer service, because people are starved for it. They're not getting it anywhere else. Honestly, even just decent customer service would be phenomenal these days. But if you are someone who does go like above and beyond and like treats someone like they truly are a valuable customer to you, I think that you would be absolutely amazed at the amount of referrals and the amount of business that you see.
Wow. Holy shit. She's absolutely right. I'm a regular at a lot of places. I'm out and about all the time. And whenever I get shitty customer service, I don't argue with them. I don't do any of that. I bend over and take it up the butt. Even if it's bad service at a restaurant. Worst case scenario, they still get 20% tip. That's my big insult to them. Because I was in the business. I just don't go back anymore. She's 1,000% correct. We're going to end on this note. I went to a doctor's office today. I felt a little problem in my ear, right? I wanted to get my ear drained. Pretty simple. I made a doctor's appointment 30 minutes away from where I live in a nice neighborhood, because I live in not a great neighborhood. Usually it's a lot shittier service around here. It is what it is. That's the truth. So I go, and I don't have insurance, so I pay out the ass. I get in there. First of all, they don't care about anything except for do I have the money. I go, yeah, I got the money. I go in there. The doctor sees me for 2 minutes. Looks in my ear, says nothing's wrong. Let's do a hearing test. She doesn't tell me how much the hearing test cost. You know what she did? She put a fucking pair of headphones on me. They played some noises for about 2 minutes. Took them off, said, you're done. You can go up to the front now. $500. For nothing. She upcharged me for a hearing test that cost $225 without even telling me it was going to be $225. And then when I questioned them very politely, they got mad at me. So I just said, go ahead, take the money. I'll never be back here again. I won't write a review. You'll never know who they are. And I don't care. Because I don't know what those people are going through. They might hate their fucking jobs too. And the moral of the story is fucking good luck. Customer service still reigns supreme. Unfortunately, it's hard to come by these days. But if you're a business out there or you're a person who's having a hard time with work, that's a cheat code, man. It really is. Like that one little thing. Oh my God. I will be a regular somewhere as long as I live in the area, simply off customer service. God, hell of a talk. Take this home with you. Take a hit, metaphorically speaking. Check out my second channel or don't. I want you to be happy. God, shout out to all my Patreon members. No, this was fun. I had a good time, man. Good stuff.